On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. C.J. Mosley in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, taken in by Washington. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with the battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for everyone possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson throwing again. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
On 2nd down, Collins. That good for 19 and a first down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run the counter with Collins. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. His first carry, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one.
All right, let's go get it now,
right? On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Here's Jordan Berry now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Returnable here from the 38. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 2nd down, it's Bell. And an alley to run. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now at a 3rd and 6.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone of the chalk of the 20.
Here we go.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. Washington with a catch, middle of the field. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays?
Willie Snead all alone. all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, 93 yards. And the Ravens are in for 6. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Steelers set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. 4 minutes to play here in quarter number 2. Second and 10. It's Roethlisberger once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it'll bring up third down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
He's going to let this one go, and this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
No gain on the play there, second down. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. On second down, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. Finding some room at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. To throw is Jackson. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. No gain there on the completion, second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is third and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Uncorks one for Davis. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. In for the score. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. A diving catch for the score. He laid out. That was special.
And you know the first thing they're going to check, right? Did he complete the process of the catch? All the way through, all the way to the ground. Ball doesn't hit the ground without control in his hands. All of that, yes. Check the box, touchdown.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. C.J. Mosley. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Now Roethlisberger. He's going to look deep down the field. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. 1 minute, 53 ticks left to go in this first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. After the interception, here's Jackson. Now he's going to throw deep right side. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
Detroit!
Now Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him, they've sat back, I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's looking deep for Bell. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. The first NFL pick there for Carlton Davis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Jackson from the shotgun. He uncorks it for Snead. And got his man complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with the hometown Ravens on top. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run with Collins, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On third down, Jackson. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A big gain of 31 on third down. From the gun, Jackson. Flush to his right. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Jackson now. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. This quarterback now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
Well, now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Here's Tucker now out to kick. The 1-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. And they'll get it all the way out near midfield to the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
To the right side and complete to Washington. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Let's go! No spacing.
Here's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And the Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he finds McDonald. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down.
Let's go.
The give is to
yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Again, it's Bell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball. I'm sure they're going to have to change some things up because he's so versatile. They've got to get the ball in his hands somehow and create some space because they're losing this game.
Well, defensively, you got to key in on Bell, make him the focal point to stop him, and they've been able to do that.
And he has gotten better every year he's been in the league, always adding something to his game, one of the premier runners in the NFL.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Jack 16. That is right. Left.
Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And Boswell's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Leopard!
They go with Washington to begin the drive. Space to maneuver at the 40. And down right around the 37. 38 yards on the scamper there.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. They didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Now a play fake here on first down. Forced out to his left. Now he'll let it go deep over the middle. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On first and goal, Collins. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you want two.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
No. Check. Patriot. Detroit. Gun.
Operating from the gun. Jackson. Got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hayden Hurst, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens continue to pour it on.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Switzer now to return. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking deep downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Here's Jordan Berry now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. He'll take it at the 42. So a change of possession here on the punt. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
We got 3. 3 down. 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go.
This time, Jackson will throw it. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Buying time to his left. Now the ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy. I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. A fake to Bell. Now it's Roethlisberger. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
They'll pitch it out to Bell. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And brought down, but the juke, the very nice juke, gives him the 1st down yardage there. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A give to Bell. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll go again with Bell. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. Now Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Here we go. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. Clock now showing 0:05. That's all we have left here in the 4th. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call? Is it not? In this situation, everything was right, except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had...
The big day has finally arrived. It's the coach who will wear the crown as a Super Bowl champion.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Throwing on first is Wentz. And Austin Seferian-Jenkins has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. Being chased out left. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now Wentz on the bootleg. And complete over the middle, Safarian Jenkins. And he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Now Wentz again. And Brown's got it for a Charger touchdown. John Brown there to make the grab. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Walsh adds the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. The dangerous Hill now to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. They'll come up now with the clock showing 3 seconds to go here in the first. First down, Vick. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. And they've got it here with a first down. From the gun, Vick. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And that one results in 35 yards. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen.
And he can't
touchdown. Brandon Copeland able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. He'll get it up the middle. Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And this will be a touchdown. Ricky Williams, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Madden Elites just an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. So the Madden Elites trotting out again. And a touchdown given up the last time they were out there, so maybe need to refocus a little bit.
And make sure that they don't start finger pointing with each other, because oftentimes when a touchdown's given up, you say, okay, where did that happen? Who broke down? Who gave it up? Instead, just go back out there, be a unit again, and try and play a little bit better.
Yeah, see if they can play a little bit better on this drive.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. Wentz over the middle, complete. It's Ross. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it, now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
The offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And left side here, it's Graham. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Wentz. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Wentz now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. On now, it's Blair Walsh as he'll try the field goal here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10 to 7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
The Madden Elites offense trotting out again. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They just get the play off. Now Vick. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Off the play fake, Vick. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. We have hit halftime. Still two.
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The return man is Hill. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Here comes Michael Vick now leading his offense back out there.
And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, want to get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Throwing again, Vick on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. 4 yards on the pickup. And just like that, it's 3rd down. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Vick. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Hey, let's go!
On 1st and 10, here's Vick. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw, Vick finding a safety valve here. That's complete. A good pickup there at 22. Vick now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. It'll be Vick once more. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will score. It's a touchdown. LaShawn McCoy from 21 yards away. And the Madden Elites are in for 6. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Returning it, John Ross. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. Shotgun now for Wentz. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes the most effective routes are the ones that you run in the backyard, and you probably ran them when you were 5 years old. How about a little curl there against zone? But the key to it is finding the open spots in the zone. How a linebacker or a defensive back will widen to give you space. Find that area and let your quarterback hit you.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. That one goes for 24 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
To throw, it's Wentz. Throw left side, complete. That's Graham. Touchdown, LA! Jimmy Graham, 45 yards. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Walsh now for the PAT. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Madden Elite's offense coming back on the field. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquish that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right, where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Vick operating on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Back now in Atlanta. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. A first down throw coming for Vick. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Vick. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Vick and the offense will start 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll throw again. Here's Vick throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a second down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now here's Vick. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has him in the red zone, driving for the winning score, and he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now here's whistles and another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now a handoff. This is Gordon. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Partner, you know I'm always going to listen to you first, okay? But when I hear the PA guy say, tackle in the backfield by Clowney, my first thought is to go back to his days at South Carolina and that one particular hit in the bowl game against Michigan.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. This one maybe not as big as that, but my mind goes there as well.
Yeah, boy, he's a talented individual because you can use him in so many different ways. Obviously, a defensive end. He can play stand-up outside linebacker and in nickel and sub situations. Rush him inside against offensive guards. He's usually too quick for him.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That was very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And this is caught. He hits more. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Out to it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. They'll look to throw. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And Elliott puts this one through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Wentz to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six...
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. The dangerous Hill now to return. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Madden Elites heading back onto the field. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Vic goes play action. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side. And that's caught inside the 35. A huge play there in overtime. And even 40 yards.
Well, in overtime, I think coaches always wondering, where's that magic line for my kicker? They're already in field goal range after that big play.
I'm glad you brought that up because that magic line can change throughout the game. It's constantly being updated by teams. It starts with pregame. Okay, how do you feel? As the game goes on, they might ask him again, still feel that same number? Is it a different number? Right hash, left hash, what do you need? And that goes into the play calling in OT.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it a second down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Vick to the air again. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Vick. And he'll check this one down to McCoy. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. A lot of efficiency here on this drive. Heck, this may be their best drive of the game.
Yeah, if they'd moved it like this throughout the entire game, we probably wouldn't be here in overtime. But right now, what you just said was the key word, efficiency. Taking care of the ball, move it downfield, get themselves in a position to score, and win this game.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And this results in 6. Touchdown! A partner, a great game that we got to see and making it.